Isaiah 40:31 is not just a verse, it's instruction. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. But notice what it does not say. It does not say those who rush. It does not say those who struggle harder. It says those who wait. Waiting is not doing nothing. Waiting is trusting when you don't understand. Waiting is obeying when you feel delay. Waiting is staying planted when everyone else is running. Let me teach you something about the eagle. The eagle does not fight the storm. It studies the wind. When the storm comes, other birds hide, but the eagle spreads its wings and lets the wind carry it higher. So when God says you will mount up like an eagle, He is not saying you will escape storms. He is saying you will rise through them. Exodus says, I carried you on eagle's wings. Before Israel walked in freedom, they were carried. Before you rise, you are sustained. Some of you think you survived because you were strong. No, you were carried. Deuteronomy says, like an eagle that stirs its nest. Why would an eagle disturb its own nest? Because comfort can become a cage. Sometimes God allows discomfort because your wings are ready. So if everything feels shaken, this is not destruction, this is development. Let me speak directly to you. If you are in a waiting season, do not panic. If you are in a quiet season, do not assume abandonment. If you feel shaken, do not assume rejection. You are being prepared to rise. The eagle lives different, sees different, flies different. So when scripture says mount up, it's not just elevation, it's transformation. You are not called to flap harder. You are called to wait wiser. And when the wind comes, you will rise. Listen carefully. Before God sends a man, He first breaks a man. Isaiah 6 does not begin with calling. It begins with collapse. In the year King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord. Uzziah was stability, Uzziah was security, Uzziah was what Isaiah trusted. And when the earthly king fell, he finally saw the eternal king. Some of you cannot see God because something else is still sitting on the throne. Sometimes God removes things so vision can begin. Isaiah saw the Lord high and lifted up, and the angels cried, holy, holy, holy. Not love, not power, holy. Because holiness reveals the distance between God and man. And Isaiah cried, woe is me, I am undone. The closer you get to God, the less less impressed you are with yourself. Real encounters destroyed pride. Isaiah didn't volunteer, he collapsed. He didn't announce purpose, he confessed weakness. Because calling doesn't begin with confidence, it begins with surrender. Then heaven moved, a coal from the altar touched his lips. Not punishment, purification, because God will never send an unclean voice to heal a broken generation. So if your life feels like fire, maybe God is preparing your voice. Then heaven asked a question, whom shall I send? God didn't force anyone, heaven waits for willingness. The greatest tragedy on earth is not lack of talent, it is silent believers in a dying world. And Isaiah Kai, still shaking, still imperfect, still healing, said, here am I, send me. Jeremiah says you were chosen before birth, but Isaiah shows you still have to answer. Being chosen is God's decision, being sent is yours. So the question is not, does God have a purpose for you? The question is, will you answer when He calls? Because heaven is still asking, who will go? Who will stand? Who will carry light into darkness? And maybe the reason you are alive in this generation is because heaven is waiting for your answer.